Hello everybody, I'm Lucas and welcome back to my channel. And this is another reaction video to the final episode of Gamers. Now this series was a lot of laughs. I liked it a lot, honestly. I'm a little sad that it's ending and there's no season 2 to it, but sometimes that happens. Alright. Those that are joining me for Patreon reactions, thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me, honestly. Those who are joining from YouTube, hi. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below what I should be reacting to next, and subscribe for more. Alright, let's begin.
This town is full of ordinary people living out their ordinary lives.
What? What? What game is that? The opening is fine. I'll keep it in for Patreon viewers, but for YouTube, I'm sorry. Skip.
And that means we will be on our best behavior until we're home again. There will be no flirting allowed. What? Why am I going out to this place at night time?
I'm a little worried about this trip, to tell the truth.
At least Hoshinomori won't be the odd one out, since Tendo's putting the kibosh on the lovey-dovey stuff. Just gotta say, though, for a trip where there's no flirting allowed, you're pretty dolled up.
What on earth are you getting at? It's called accessorizing, and it's something girls do, okay? For your delicate little baby toes.
Hey, the water's way hotter on this side. Check it out.
Before?
What'd you buy?
Dude, that game's got a reputation for being crappy.
Yeah, and they won't take it back, even with the receipt. That's 6,000 yen down the drain.
Every gamer has known that pain. Why do you pay so much for all these games? Seems like a big weight.
Something in my eye.
I mean, 6,000 does sound steep when you think about it. But I know you've got clothes that are way more expensive than that.
Well, yeah, because clothes are one of those things you end up using every single day. Not the same thing. You don't need video games to live. Thousands of yen just flying away. No. Wait a minute. There are plenty of things that aren't necessary for survival that are still tons of fun. Going to the movies while you're out on a date, hitting up the bowling alley, slowly undressing Amino with your eyes while he talks about stuff. You wouldn't get rid of them now, would you? Games aren't fun like bowling and movies are, so what's your point? Why the hell would we bother playing them if we weren't having fun?
Try to calm down. Even if games aren't your own cup of tea, they're definitely fun for people who like them. So you see, in the traditional sense, it doesn't matter if they're useful. And yeah, I like to stare at Tendo while she's talking about stuff too, but without the naked part. Hope that's okay.
Oh no. Way to rock the whole no flirting thing. Those bleeps and bloops weave a tapestry of high adventure!
Tell her, Tendo!
Yeah, but if it's all that great junk you said, shouldn't you look happy the whole time you're playing? I mean, leveling up or whatever's a pain in the butt, right?
Games are fun across the board! So, since leveling up is part of the gameplay experience, it's gotta be fun!
But if that's true, then why is it that people pass out while they're playing sometimes right in the middle of the game? Either it's so boring they can't stay awake, or it's so brutal that it kicks their butt.
Headshot!
But it means I'm right. If leveling up weren't boring, you wouldn't want something else to do while you do it.
Speaking of leveling up,
So, what do we do now?
We came all this way on a gamers meetup trip. There's only one thing to do. Plug in the old PC4! Come all this way to do the stuff they do at home. Looks like new games are pretty much 6,000 across the board. Wait, says this one goes for 10,000. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Let's
game
get a
prices
proof of
are
concept art and a
crazy.
download code from
What
Launch
is
Day
with
DLC.
that?
Hey guys, what's DLC stand for, huh?
it's downloadable content abbreviated. Launch Day
The
DLC
more
can
you
be costumes for
know.
your characters to wear in the game. That is a popular one.
People give them real money so they can play dress up with their characters in some video game? That's lame.
Hey, don't look at me! That kind of DLC doesn't interest me in the slightest! Yeah, I would never!
Tendo said that kind, meaning you like other kinds of it, don't ya?
If there's a bikini pack, you better believe I'm buying it.
I regret nothing. How do I put it? Ah! What would you say if Uehara here surprised you with the gift of a really nice ring?
Huh?
Huh? You bought me a ring? I'd be freaking overjoyed, of course.
So, now that you have it, do you equip it or leave it in the box? Your call.
How do I equip it? Do you mean like wear it? Because if they mean the same thing, then you bet.
And would your love for Uehara get stronger as a result of that?
Yeah, I guess I'd love him even more then. Not that that's possible, so whatever, you know.
There. Then I welcome you to the ranks of those who accept the idea of DLC.
Oh yeah, now when you put it like that. Hey, wait, that's totally apples and oranges!
Allow me to In that example, Uehara buys you an item that raises your love stat when equipped.
And he does it with real money! Hey, watch your mouth! It sounds all weird when you say it like that!
If Tazio got trapped in a video game, and it was impossible to pull him back out, I could buy these digital items you're talking about to doll him up.
Whoa, time out! Why are you so chill about me getting trapped inside a game in the first place, Agouti?
That's not all. You could also change your player character's outfits and then see Uehara's reaction to them. Maybe he'd start blushing or acting shy. The sky's the limit with DLC.
I want costume DLC! Where do I get it?
Cut it out! I'm not gonna do it, okay? As for you,
You don't have to change what you're wearing in order to make me all bashful.
Oh, Tazio.
Buy a loot box for the chance to win this snapshot of teenage love for a mere 300 yen. Right away, man.
damn it all! Don't use this purchases!
30,000 yen to buy Tazio's tender moments? Shut up and take my money already!
Well, the DLC madness, Agouti! Save your money, they're just catering to the gotcha addiction!
These boxes, I can't give you for free.
Tazio.
Though the odds are 5,000 to 1, and that's how the free game industry stays afloat.
Yeah, it makes sense. You're very informative.
The more you know.
Thank you, guys. I think I understand video games. Hmm? It's so clear. Games are bullshit. Am I right?
So much for that.
Oh, my cheeks are gonna hurt.
I think I prefer Epilogue DLC, but nothing too crazy in it. Know what I mean?
Why don't you try to win a pair out of some loot box?
That kind of additional content is boring!
I could win 2,000 yen, you big cheapskate.
What if I wanted my glasses to be nice?
Having fun over there? Because it's looking pretty cute!
like getting extra toppings on a pizza you ordered, or buying dessert after a really tasty meal.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it.
Then, when people hate the DLC, it's because the pizza was crabby and they had to pay an extra 300 yen for sauce so they get salty and go online. And complain because the pizza already cost a ton, so what the heck?
By Joe, she's got it!
Sounds like you guys are masochistic after all, like Tendo said in the hot spring.
There's a wide spectrum, and she's at the far end of it.
Here's a hint. That was the perfect opportunity for you to say my girlfriend is not a masochist. That's crazy talk.
I actually came to enjoy it. I played it on and off for 3 years, even though at its best it was just mediocre.
That's a cute memory, I'm not gonna lie. But couldn't you have had the same experience with a movie or book just as easy?
I
Pause.
think
2016. That's something good about books and movies. Well, I'm not sure about movies. Maybe series, actually. But books and video games. Perhaps they might not be great, but perhaps they're good. If you're able to jump in and be a part of that story, then just being good will be enough. Especially if you're growing up with whatever that is. Yeah. To each their own, they say. Continue.
it only stuck with me the way it has because it was a game. When you play, you're in charge of the time and effort you put in. You can get as emotionally involved as you want to.
See?
Honestly, I can't say if games are worth it in a technical money type sense, you know?
That's true.
By some, where they're objectively terrible and you're stuck, but that's the risk you take. That's why, as a gamer, all I can do is play every game I come across, however I feel like, even if nobody else feels that way or sees my point of view.
Yeah.
That. Plus, it's always fun to see how other people rip into bad games in their reviews online. Just me.
We all do that. But every now and then, those are the ones that stick with us. We end up having such a memorable time with them, it's as if they're worth their weight in gold. That's right. And sometimes it's like a badge of honor to have made your way through a really horrendous game. It's hard to put a price tag on a thing like that.
At the very least, that crappy game has value to me.
I don't know, people. Should I be doing reviews to old games I've played?
Sell it for the world.
I don't have that many on my list, people.
Do you understand a little better now why they cost so much?
Yeah, I get it. And I'm gonna do my best not to say that they're overpriced anymore. It's not about that.
We're on the same page. Okay, now that we all agree, I think it's time we dive into a game that puts all those values we were just talking about into practice. I think the 5 of us are ready to leave our presumptions at the door and see if Elder's Hunt is as crappy as they say.
Good night. We gotta get up early tomorrow.
Pretty please?
Poor silly boy. This is probably going to be one of my favorites on my list. This series just made me laugh. It's a shame there's no second season, to be honest. Who knows? Maybe in the future. Alright, let's see if there's a bonus at the end. No? Alright then. That was the final episode of Gamers. Oh, my cheeks are gonna hurt for a while. I think I still have one more if I was gonna make me smile. Yeah, that's the future. thanks for sticking around to the end, people. If you like what I do, you know the drill. Until next time, I'm Lucas. See ya.